Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play. Sorry for the brief absence of it. I've been working on quite a few other things as well as doing some traveling, so let's get back to trying to get our character actually caught up to level 70, because patch 4.1 is right around the corner, and I'm not even done with patch 4.0 on this character. So today, I may sound a little more docile than usual. I was supposed to take a day off. I wasn't supposed to, but I decided to. And so I slept in a little bit, I've been relaxing. I didn't stream earlier, so my voice isn't in practice, so excuse me while I kind of get my my morning tiredness out of the way in the middle of the video itself. And yes, I decided to make a video on my day off. Also, I can hear Aloha starting to get a little rowdy. He's in here with me, and he was fine, and then I closed the door to record this video, and I can hear him getting a little restless, so if I need to go let him out real quick, my bad. So, last we left off in the Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play series, we had just gotten to Kugane after completing the level 61 dungeon, that is the Siren Song Sea. Now, some players may wish to run the Siren Song Sea multiple times in order to get some bonus experience points, especially if you plan on skipping a lot of the side quests like I plan to do here. Luckily, I'm already 62 and about a quarter, almost a quarter of the level through. So I don't think I'll need to go through all of that. That being said, it wouldn't be the first time Healer Happy has kind of hit a snag in the road, in a sense. Along the way, of course, getting all the gear and whatnot. Now, a lot of people are probably wondering what they should probably pick up, whether they want to pick up the gear or the materia here. Materia at level 70 is a lot easier to get than it was at level 60, especially when we're considering a fresh level 70 versus a fresh level 60. That being said, even just grabbing materia here, that's grade 5, which you won't use too much of unless you get into crafted gear at level 70, is going to be pretty beneficial. Also, I should have been picking up these Ethernet shards the whole time. However, this one right here is really the most important one. The main reason I say that is because when you get to max level, you may decide you want to try and get some grade 6 materials right off the bat. Now, the level 70 dungeons will help you with that, as well as the hunts and whatnot, which we've already gone over in a bunch of previous videos. But that being said, don't forget you can also gamble materia in Final Fantasy XIV. It's a pretty underutilized feature by a lot of people in our community, mostly because the game doesn't really do much to try and educate you about the process of gambling materia. Is this? No, I have a higher item level stuff. Okay. And I say that because every time I go and gamble, people go, "What are you doing? What is this?" And I was like, "Oh, you didn't know you could gamble materia in this game?" No, I've got all this extra materia lying around. What am I going to do with it? So a lot of the times with a fresh character, I did this on a level 70 that I leveled on the Primal Data Center, is you'll take all these grade 5s you get from the main scenario quest if you don't instead grab the gear rewards, or if gear rewards aren't an available option at the time. Also, I just realized I ran away from what I was supposed to be doing with the quest, which is doing this. There you go. Just had to look at a quick sketch. I always run away from her for this quest in particular. But I did that, and I got a few grade 6s. The gambling rates of going from grade 5s to grade 6s isn't amazing, but if you're lucky, you can get some maybe crafting or gathering grade 5s at the very least and trade those in. Or maybe you get lucky, and depending on what kind of material you gamble, you end up with a few useful grade 6s of either crafting or gathering to sell and get other ones, or of the materia that you actually need. With materia gambling though, and we'll probably go over this again when we hit level 70, it's important to note that any materia you gamble, you cannot get the same type of materia back. So if you're looking for crit materia, you don't want to gamble crit materia because you won't be able to get crit materia back. Alright, so not only did I forget all the ether shards, I also forgot the etherite itself. I've made this mistake in videos before. Please do not make that mistake. It's a side effect of all the talking that would come from this video. Now, there's another feature that's pretty important. Is it this one? So, I Dream of Shiroganes for the housing area. That housing area actually comes out in 4.1. Not going to mess around with that too much. What I will mess around with, however, is something that I mentioned all the way back in Heavensward, and it's something that we can do here as well. We walked by that clan hunt board. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to unlock hunts. And these can be used for bonus experience points and Turio seals to save up for when you hit level 70 to buy some materia, or maybe even upgrade some armor that you can get at max level, depending on when you're watching this. If it's like past 4.1 or whatever not, I'm assuming we'll be able to do our upgrades via the hunt like we used to be able to do. Wasn't in the 4.1 prelim patch notes, but I suspect it will be in the full patch notes, or 4.15. We'll have to wait and see. So veteran clan hunts, these are now the ones that you can unlock for the next part of the game. So there's a few in the fringes, the peaks, and the Ruby Sea. Did Aloha just sneeze? I think my cat just sneezed. I'll go give him a nice big hug after this video is done. Yeah, he seemed kind of cold in the last night. He slept on the bed and he didn't want to not be around us this morning, and I don't know. He wants to be around us, so maybe he just wants love. Oops, I don't know why I did that. Okay, yeah, this way. I gotta at least remember to grab a few of these ether shards. So one thing I've been getting requests about for Healer Happy, on top of just finishing it and continuing it and getting to level 70, is to do what is known as the Shirogane jump puzzle. So if you see that tower right there, and it doesn't look like anyone's doing it right this second, but there's actually a jump puzzle to climb all the way to the top of it. And it's hard to make out from here, but there are a bunch of panels and things that you can jump up in order to get all the way to the top. That is pretty much the only real jump puzzle in the game. There are some smaller ones. In fact, I believe I'm standing right next to one of the smaller ones. I'm pretty sure, I don't have the sightseeing log unlocked, so even if I do this, but I'm pretty sure that one of the sightseeing logs is you just jump up here, and then you run across one of these. I can't run across either of them. Yeah, and then you just go across. Oh, well. Don't do it like that. Land on the actual thing. But it shouldn't take more than a couple of minutes to do that jump puzzle. And sightseeing logs, they could be good, the later ones. I kind of wish I had unlocked them on Healer Happy, because you can use them for a little bit of bonus EXP. That being said, I'm not going to spend all my time doing that in this video before I've even hit level 70. Aloha has moved away from the door. I just looked over and he scared me, because he's right there. So, in terms of instances, which I know that our series tries to focus on the instances and less on the leveling series, because then I kind of have to pad the leveling series with these stories or these mentions of random things that you can utilize in the game. There's not going to be one for a while. The next one is going to be a primal fight at level 63. And there's also an optional dungeon called Shisui of the Violet Tide at level 63. I say optional, but you do need it to unlock the flight path in the Ruby Sea. So it's really not optional. You will do it. There's really no reason not to. Rule number 1, grab all the quests that are the blue exclamation marks, except for the ones that I haven't grabbed because I don't care, which would be like the I Dream of Shirogane one. This character's never going to go to the housing area in Shirogane, so main reason why I find it okay to avoid that one in particular. Okay, so we need to show this sketch around. There are some pretty fun quests in here. That being said, it's still just running around the city. It's actually the first time in a while where I felt like that's kind of just been the main objective. Rhalgr's Reach had it a little bit too, but in Heaven's Word, I did a lot of running around, but I didn't remember as much of it as I do now. Speaking of which, this is actually where the jump puzzle for Kugane itself actually begins, is right here. So if you're looking to attempt it, this is where the jumping points start, and you gotta go all the way up. And yes, if you fall, you're doing it all over. I kind of want to give it a shot on controller, but I don't want to, because that will be the video, and I don't want that to be the video. So let's not. I don't know why I did that. I guess I'll just, I don't know what I'm doing. There you go. I started using abilities. So we're just looking for some NPCs here to show a picture to. Sprint, why you gotta be on the 60-second cooldown. One thing I'll say about controller is I always love how quickly I can hand in the quests. I've been handing in quests on controller and RPGs for a long time. Very well practiced in it. More so than I should probably be proud to be. That was me trying to. So I've been playing a lot of Cuphead and a lot of Battle Chasers, Night War. And I'm mixing up a few of the controls here and there. I kind of want to do a video on each of those. I kind of want to do a full playthrough video, like a real quick one, of Cuphead for the YouTube channel. It's nothing like what I normally do for the channel. And it's not really, I don't really want to do a speedrun. I'm not great at speedrunning. I'm not good at, like, memorizing or optimizing strats or anything like that on speedruns in particular. But Cuphead's a game, I feel like I could beat it in, like, 30 minutes if I just go through on regular. If I go through on expert, it's going to take me another 30 minutes on top of that. Even though I'm pretty well practiced on all the expert bosses. It's still just not something I'm confident I could speedrun as well. Like, I don't know the optimal paths or anything, and if I go to research it, I'm going to end up, like, needing to read it while I do it. It's just practice, really. Practice makes perfect, but I don't have the practice. We'll see, because it might be my day off, but you know me, I can't go a day without doing, like, at least something, man. And I got to re-record my review for Battle Chasers Night War as well. I don't really want to change much about the review. I just want to make mention of some bugs and some balancing changes that the dev team has made a note to that they're going to be fixing. And I feel like that's kind of important. That being said, the video, I already did do a video. It's actually already uploaded as well. I might just include some bonus thoughts in the comment section. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I gotta do this right after this video. I was gonna record 2 of these videos back to back. I still haven't recorded a thoughts video on the Cloud of Darkness reveal for Dissidia NT. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not a surprise the Cloud of Darkness is gonna be there, but the skill set, I want to specifically see what people's thoughts are on it. Mostly because she was a very versatile character in the PSP games. And she had tons of different HP attacks. It looks like she's got a few, but I'm curious if we're going to run into a situation where she is just as versatile or if she's going to be less versatile. I think she's going to be less versatile. I think in the way that Dissidia NT is built, you can't have a character that versatile. Otherwise, they end up being... well, unless they have serious drawbacks to their versatility. Like, I feel like Onion Knight from Final Fantasy III, he's got some severe drawbacks to his versatility. In that each of his versatile forms is a little underwhelming, other than maybe Sage or Ninja. Ninja used to be the OP back in the Cydia version, but not so much anymore. Alright, so I believe we've got a little instance encounter coming up here. I've actually failed this instance a couple of times, just because it's one of those instances that makes use of the duty action button. So one thing that you've probably not become too familiar with yet, since we haven't done Susano, is a new feature called the duty action button. Basically, certain duties have an extra button that has a sole purpose of performing some sort of action that's considered vital to the mechanics of the fight. You'll see it in the upcoming, not Susano, you'll see it in the upcoming Lakshmi fight, which is not anywhere near right now. Like, that's so many videos away, it's not even funny. But we'll also see it here to use a smoke bomb, and I don't know how to use it. I think it's like... Is it left trigger and right trigger at the same time? Will it say on the screen? It probably will. I could have looked it up real quick. Or it's like L3 or R3 or something. I don't know. So first we got to start off by killing these guys. Okay, so I'm just trying to remember... Where did I put the size? Oh, there it is. Okay. I just had to remember that real quick. I wanted to take this part to deal with it. Alright, so first we just gotta kill off these Imperials. There's nothing to say here. This is not the part that you should be having trouble with ultimately. But immediately afterwards, you're gonna be reminded that fighting inside of Kugane is not something that's very well supported. They don't like it. So now it's gonna be about getting away from the feds, see? Gotta get away from the feds, see? If I have to, I'm gonna... Okay, so it's hold left trigger and then right click. Pretty much. So I think this is how I failed it last time. You're supposed to... Yeah. Use a smoke bomb so we can escape. There you go. So you can use the smoke bomb here. So when you use the smoke bomb, it makes you invisible for just a few seconds, and then you can also escape any of your captors. By the way, that Sekisakumi blade, dumbest guy I've ever seen. Also a dumb guy over there. So if you get caught at any point here, it pretty much means that you lose. However, you can get away with the smoke bombs. You just have to make sure to use them fairly quickly, and you only have 9 of them. I think I can go up this way. Yeah, okay. And then this guy tells us to come this way. And I think that's it. I think that's just as fast as you could possibly do it. Because I don't think there's anything after this part down here. It says follow him? I've been down here the whole time. Come on, where is he? Yep. Yeah, so if you do it correctly, it's really, really fast. But the first time, I didn't understand how to use the duty action button, so I had to like manually press it. I didn't see it right away, so I failed this the first time I did it. The second time I did it, I swear I just couldn't use the smoke bomb. I swear I was trying to use the smoke bomb and it just wouldn't go. That time though, had no issues. Fending, maiming, striking, savage aim. Nothing from my job that's considered an upgrade? Then I am just going to take materia every time, my friend. Gyoto, I hate you. I think we're almost done with the running around in Kugane, then we can actually get to the Ruby Sea. Now, the Ruby Sea is, if I had to pick one zone that was frustrating to get all of the ether currents, it was probably the Ruby Sea. But it's because I also had an initial, I guess, sort of backwards experience with it. What I mean by that is, I keep doing that to open the map. That's not how you open the map. What I mean by that is, I didn't do it the way that I should have done it, and therefore it kind of felt worse than it actually was. And in 4.1, they're actually going to be adding a fix to that, the exact issue that I had. So when you're progressing the main scenario in the Ruby Sea, at points it will basically just teleport you to the other side of the map. And then if you didn't complete any of the quests that you needed to complete for, let's say, an ether current back on the side of the map you just left, then you either need to go back to Kugane and then kind of just get to it the closest way you can, or you need to swim across the Ruby Sea itself to get to the island where you're trying to complete the quest. They're adding sort of like a shortcut telepoint to the Ruby Sea within the Ruby Sea itself. And for that reason, it shouldn't be a problem anymore. If you get teleported away, there should be means to get around the map very, very quickly for returning players. It's just a matter of I don't have that yet on this character, so I gotta wait. I'm gonna have it done before it comes out, pretty much. But just keep that in mind if you're watching this video after 4.1. Somewhere around the entrance to Kugane in the Ruby Sea itself should be a shortcut that'll help you out. And then also in what is it, Onokoro? Is that the name of the place? Yeah, because Tamamizu is a different place altogether. All right, here's where he takes us to the Ruby Sea. That being said, I did get item upgrade. And we got to keep our eyes on those. I keep doing it to open the map. We're going back to the Ruby Bazaar. That's how you open the map in Battle Chasers, is the right stick. So I've done that more times than I could count, unfortunately for me. Oops. Sorry, I pressed no by accident. Trying to go a little too fast. Once we get a few more levels, by the way, so going back to the veteran clan hunts, by the way, we just skipped an entire cutscene. Going back to the veteran clan hunts, you unlock tier 2 and tier 3 of those far quicker than you did before. So with that in mind, just remember to check frequently for tiers 2 and 3. I think the amount of EXP you get caps with the level that you are. So if I'm level 61 trying to do like the level 62 and 63 ones, or the ones that just come that are unlocked later in the main scenario quest, or after you've completed later parts of the main scenario quest, I won't get all the EXP, but the EXP does scale up pretty well. From 60 to 61, I think it was about a third of a level to do all 10 of the mobs, although doing the level 69 mobs at level 60, once you've unlocked all of them, can be really tough, even with a healing chocobo. So sometimes people will like get on their level 70 job and like kill all but one, and then they'll just like just use everything in their power to kill just one enemy with the like 7 to 9 level difference, or they'll get a friend to do it for them. You know, a bunch of ways to go about it. And now we are in the Ruby Sea. No, normally whenever we move to a new zone, I kind of just end the video, but I'd say we should at least explore a teensy bit of the Ruby Sea. It's mostly water, but there are islands, as you can see. So we start here, but there's a lot of places we gotta go. Including just out into the water about 20 feet that way, where you can see Lisa's kind of just chilling. Ah, swimming. Remember when we couldn't do this in this game? Swimming wasn't a thing. Now everyone wants blitzball. And if you want blitzball, you're wrong. It's fine. You know, I can admit when I'm wrong. So can you. I can admit when you're wrong also. So it'll work out. I believe. At least I swim very peacefully. But this is what starts to make this place kind of drag on. It's just how long it takes to go through. It's not like swimming is that much worse than walking. It's just I don't know, it takes you a while to get places in an area this big with swimming. Especially because there's something with mounts also. Hold on, let me check something real quick. Yeah, I don't think you can. So this is one of the big things. You can't mount when you're on the surface of the water. You need to be able to fly, or you need to be underwater in order to use your mount. And you can't go underwater just yet. Also, speaking, remember those hunts that I just mentioned? Looks like we found one right here, so let's kill them real quick. So that's one of that is the big thing, is I can't even just use my ground mount before I can fly to get around the water faster. If I'm in the water, once you unlock diving, it's better to just go underwater and then use your mount and then come up at the spots you need to. But it's going to be a handful more quests before we can even really get to that point. And let's move on. We still need to kill one more. It's just, I'll go. See, I'm trying to remember which quests teleport me away, which ones keep me around. Because I don't have that teleport yet. So if I have to come back here at any point, it's gonna, I just tried to open the map with the right stick. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have a feeling in the next video we'll be able to get through well, the other half of the Ruby Sea and get through Susano. Whereas in this video, I could probably make it through the first half, at least get to diving or something. I believe after accepting this quest, a bunch of quests are going to open up, and I'm going to be able to get some of our favorite... Oh, Southwest? Oh, that's the way I'm going. All right, that works out. Oh, don't. Okay. Yeah, don't want to die. Okay, so there's another blowfish over there. There's a B rank. Hello, B rank. To the west. Okay. Oh, I went southeast, not southwest, like an idiot. There it is. Yeah, do not miss these ether currents. Just, even with the teleport, just don't forget. There's a bombfish chasing me. Go away. I'll kill one of you soon. Just let me... I want to take care of this before I forget. Because you guys know me. I'll kill the bombfish. And I'll be like, oh, hold on. Let me kill this bombfish real quick. Be like, okay, what was I doing? And then it's all lost from there. I don't have it yet. I feel like I had a size somewhere closer to the DPS side of things. And I was looking for a size so much that I totally forgot to set everything else. This paralyze isn't really seeming to do a whole lot, though, so I guess I don't really mind. I should include a picture of Aloha right now, so you guys can see what I'm just looking at him in between killing enemies. Just like, what are you doing? Let me see what the other enemy I had was, by the way. Okay, oh, that's to unlock. Okay, never mind. The exile. Okay, so that's underwater. So I can't do the other one until I can go underwater. Holy moly. It's that far to the north? Alright. I mean, I have to go to the northwest at the very... Oh, I think it's on the north end of the island. Yeah, that's what it is. It's actually not that far north. Why did I do that? It's not what I meant to do. Controls, please. Why do I do this to myself? Yeah, it's just at the far north end of this island itself. Which means I have to go past... So, you guys want to just know the funniest thing? We're in the Ruby Sea, right? There's underwater wildlife. And there's a bunch of water aspected stuff. Of all the things that you can use to escape from a shark, the ocean would not be one that I thought. So if you go into the ocean with an enemy chasing you, the enemy won't chase you into the ocean. They'll just leave you at the beach. So I understand it's a flying shark, but I think... Oh, it's actually on that island. Alright, let me do this quest first then. But I think you can understand the oddity in that fleeing into an ocean to get away from a shark is not the expected result a lot of people probably have. Oh man, I gotta get... And it's not even a land shark. It is a flying shark, which probably the only way they could explain why these sharks actually are above water. It's not the first time we've seen an above water shark, but in Final Fantasy XIV, I mean, going back to the Void Ark first boss even, we've seen them for a while now, but it never ceases to entertain me that we can get away from these sharks by going into the water. Alright, I'm surveying... Yep, surveying the hell out of that thing. Oh, okay, there's a cutscene. I mean, I can see leasing them over there. Ominous music. Oh, hi, Ghost Setsu. I don't know why I mounted up. Dude, I really had to travel that one step. Just punch me in the face, please. Just punch me in the face. That's all. Everyone watching right now, can you collectively punch me in the face? That's all I need you to do. As soon as you see this video, you know what you do? You do the like, favorite, subscribe, and share, and punch me in the face. So I stop trying to open the map with the right stick, please. It's the only thing that'll work. Okay, I was gonna say, please let there not be a ledge here, because I see it doesn't look connected on the map. Oh man, I can't wait to get flying in this area. There's also like no quest density until after these first few quests. So it's not like you're using much of this large space that you're initially being introduced to. I thought it was after the previous quest that all the side quests would open up. Sean, please. It seems like it's actually after this next series of quests. Alright, what do we got? Fending, maiming, striking, scouting, piety. Yep, there they all are. So we at least want to do that one side quest right there to get the ether current done. That is priority numero uno. And I don't believe talking to this guy will move me forward or will push me across the map. I think that it's a little more obvious when you're going to do that. Not obvious enough, but at least a little more. Yeah, so it's pushing me in both of them in the direction towards this dock. So this dock is where... Oh, no. So this dock is what would take me probably to the next island, whereas if I just keep going all the way back there, I'll have the option of getting this flight, this current. I was just making sure. I felt like there was a current somewhere around here. Not under the water or anything, but like I could have sworn there was one closer to here. Looks like I was wrong though. I'm just getting further and further away from the other one. I'm gonna show him my breaststroke. It's not even a breaststroke, by the way. I ain't got the skills for that. I'm just gonna grab and kick and do whatever I can to get across. And guess where I gotta go next? All the way back across. Yep. This is the Ruby Sea. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Ruby Sea. It might even be worth mentioning that if you hold off on doing these until you can dive, since diving essentially acts like flying in a zone, except that it just, you know, you travel through the underwater, you may actually want to wait until you're picking one evil here. You're either gonna do these quests, or you're either gonna do these quests and you have to do them slow as heck, like I'm doing them, or you're going to wait until you have the diving, and then you're still gonna have to just go all over the place. You'll just be able to do it at that time a little bit faster. But if this is what I got, then this is what I got. Just mount up as soon as we get onto land, please. What's even less satisfying about it is that this is not a very satisfying mount to travel on. It's the same speed as all the rest of the ones, but I'm not going to lie, I feel slower on it. Doesn't help that I'm a Rogadin, and being so large makes everything look so slow. I'm used to being a Lalafell, man, where everything looks fast because it's got tiny legs. Is someone else doing the same quest, or are they doing that? No, that's not a fate. They're just killing an enemy. Oh no, that was part of a quest, I think. It's old 62. I can tell you this much: it could have been a part of some quest. I don't know what quest, but it was a mob that was not natural at the very least. So, which one am I doing here? Confront the Bakufu trader. Hello, found you. Oh, of course he's gonna fight me. Why? What else would he do? He's got quite a bit of health. Not gonna lie. All right, come on, samurai, don't do that. Sometimes I just want to swift cast stun, just so I don't have to hear like this. Oh, or all right, I give up. Just so I don't have to hear your animations, since you'll be stunned. All right. Now the quest is done, and I have to go back that way anyway, and then I can move on. Is there really nothing else here? Because so that island to the northeast, I will go there later. I don't have to do that now, so that's not like a pressing matter like I described earlier. I don't know. I felt like there were more fight stuff here. If this was the EXP bonus, I totally would have stopped and done it, but not happening right now. I'm over halfway now to 63. Sweet. By the time I complete, I'll be 63 well before Susano, but by the time I complete Shisui the Violet Tide, I should just be hitting 64. I'm not on pace to stay ahead of the main scenario the entire time. So any of these hunts that I do, or any of the days between me recording these videos, I should remember to grab those hunts. Or just do some roulettes. One day I just do a video, it's like, roulettes to catch up. Whatever. Who cares? I get through that in no time. Talk about the woes of doing roulettes. We're getting a new roulette in 4.1. I kind of want to test that as part of these videos. See how well that ends up working. I never finished all the 24-mans in these videos. And a lot of the reason was by the time I did these videos, 24-mans weren't getting queues. Depending on which 24-man we were talking about. I feel like we got World of Darkness done, but we didn't get Dunscaith done, so it might be time to go back and do those. Mostly because they'll be repopulated for 4.1. And I'll make mention of that. If I do a video on those, I'll make mention, hey, we're going back and finishing these because they recently added a 24-man raid roulette, which will excite enough people at the beginning of the video. Figure we might as well complete all the old ones, and then we can get to the new one. The new one, the royal city of Rabanasta, if you will. Alright, 315 yalms to the north. So pretty much anytime you're walking up to a boat with a quest, assume the quest is going to pull you away from... I didn't hand in the... Whatever. I don't care. I don't care. I made the mistake. I didn't... It was all... Oh, no, actually, you know what? That's not bad. Because it would have been quicker for me to have gone back to Kugane anyway to hand that one in. So this is the... I guess that first one's the only exception where not handing it in, I don't feel so bad. It's still dumb that after saying I shouldn't do it, that I did it. But that one's literally... I teleport back to Kugane and I take 2 steps outside. Like, that one takes 2 seconds to get to. That one's not one of the annoying ones. I would have liked to have gotten to Tamamizu by the end of this video. I don't think that's going to happen. Managed to sneak by all those guys. Come on. Before I have to actually fight anything. Anything else in the area? To the east. Well, that's where I'm going, so that's perfect. So we're coming up to the... Yes, I did take fall damage falling in the water. I'm coming up to... the next... Do I have to swim? Yeah, I do. Okay. I'm coming up to the next part. The next part is where the teleport crystal is actually going to be out here. One of the 2 teleport crystals is going to be out here. The other one I won't get until a little bit later in. Teensy bit later in. Hello, Alice. Alice. Lisa. Hello, you two. I'm actually surprised I haven't run into any A ranks. It's kind of early. No, actually, I'm recording this at like a little bit after 10 a.m. I think about this time... Oh. Scared me a little bit. I think about this time, most of the A ranks are dead. For the hunt. I was hoping maybe I could catch one in the zone and I could send a tell to somebody I know and be like, hey, I'm on my ult, but come kill this. And let me join the party so I can get a crack cluster, please. That's going to be something we got to talk about a little bit. It's crack clusters. That's thin air. Where's... oh, there it is. Dude, that Tetra... I forgot what the thin air thing even looked like. I used thin air thinking it was Tetra, so I'm glad I wasn't in that dire of a spot that I really needed the healing. Otherwise, it could have been a lot worse. Almost there. Oh, it's right over there. I can see it. I think they're dead. I don't think you still need your weapon out, I'll say. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. Let's go over there. There should be a... To the north, okay. I was going to say, there should be a current somewhere right around here. There it is. Wow, right in front of me. Sorry, I went quiet for a second there. I was thinking about the Battle Chasers review. Because I'm thinking... I'm thinking about the next video because I know I'm about to end this one. This is not a day off. You know what? Just because the Dragon Ball Super 1 hour special is today and Worlds has been going on, this is not a day off. I'm cool with that. I need something to stimulate my brain constantly. Otherwise, it's just not good. All right, and finally, here we go. I mean, finally, it hasn't really been that long. It's just that this is my third or fourth time doing this. So for me, it's finally. For most people, it's like, oh, look at this town. Wow, look at this. This place looks cool. And then there's that thing, which everyone thinks is going to be the next Palace of the Dead. Which I think it will be too, to be honest. It's got to be, right? Like, that has to be the next Palace of the Dead. Look at that. This time I did mean to go first, but you can't even see. You saw it when we first came in the zone, and you saw it at full size. There's a lot of people here. I wonder if there is a hunt. I just saw like 3 people zone in and fly away. Oh, they could be doing a hunt also. But anyway, that's going to be a wrap for this video of Healer Happy. I've got some other stuff to get working on. I gotta work on what my brain has got on the mind. But anyway, thank you for watching. Sorry for the delay in parts. Again, I'll try to get more of these recorded so we can get caught up to 4.0 and 4.1 stuff at the very least. Thank you for supporting the series. I will see all you fine ladies and gentlemen in the next video. And until then, punch me in the face.